Hey, good to see that you're here. All right, let's get into it. We are looking at our notes, and you've now seen the two different division methods. So the long division method, where we are pulling the numbers down the page, and you've now seen that box method, where you are actually pushing that number that's up. So what we're asking out of you guys, or not just asking, what I'm going to be showing you guys here is I'll always be bouncing back and forth. So depending on which technique that you're using, you'll still see it. And this way you are seeing both of them still. So in case you're on the fence about one of them, and you're like, nah, I don't know. Well, all right, you'll still get a taste of them there. Okay, so we are dividing decimals by a whole number. All right. So the thing we want to keep in mind here is that it's legal in math world to add zeros onto a number as long as you're to the right of the decimal. So we've seen this before when we were adding and subtracting with our decimals. If we had the number 12 and we're like, where's the decimal at? Well, a lot of times we would say, well, think of money. $12 is the same as $12.00. So anytime we have a decimal and we add zeros to the right of it, it's fine. Whether we add 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them, it's still the exact same number. If I had 12.5, all right, well, as we talked about, that's really $12.50. It's the same idea. So again, as long as you're to the right of the decimal, we can add zeros on and it does not change the value. That's going to come into play here. So let's jump into it there. When we're dividing decimals, all right, with a whole number, all we do is push that decimal straight up, and then it's our normal division problem. So, there we go. That's what it looks like. So we just push the decimal up, and then we just divide. So there it is. So really what we're doing here is I've got the 5, I've got the 4, the 0, and the 3, but my decimal's straight up. Now, placement of the numbers is important because if I shift my numbers to the left or to the right of the decimal, it changes the value of it. And this is why we always go directly above the number. So how many groups of 5 can I take out of 4? Well, none. So we've got the 0 that's up there. We multiply. 0 times 5 is 0. We subtract. We bring down the next number. All right. How many groups of 5 can we pull out of 40? Oh, well, that's 8. All right. 8 times 5 is 40. We subtract. We bring down the next number. Okay. How many groups of 5 can we take out of 3? Okay. Well, none. Now, here's the thing, people. We have a remainder. 0 times 5 is 0. All right. We're going to subtract. And we bring down the next number. Well, remember where our decimal was at. Our decimal was between that 4 and 0. So I can add zeros on. So I've got numbers to bring down. So no more, oh, it's going to be a whole number. Or, oh, we just say R3 for remainder 3. No. We add our zeros and we continue the division process. We do smile at this stage of the game because how many groups of 5 can we pull out of 30? Well, it is exactly 6. 5 times 6 is 30. Hey, show's over. We're done. There is our winning answer. 806 thousandths. Again, that decimal place is key. That's here. So, yeah, push the decimal up and begin your division process here. I'm going to go over to question number 2, but I'm going to go box method. That's here. Again, same idea. And again, some of you might end up kind of converting over 1, 4, 3, and then a 2. Make it so we've got room that's underneath. There we go. All right. My decimal was between the 3 and the 2, so we're just going to push it straight up. Again, same technique. How many groups of 5 can I pull out of 1? None. So I got a 0. So we multiply, we subtract, and then remember we bring that number up. How many groups of 5 can I take out of 14? Well, that's 2. So I got 2 of them. Multiply, 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract, I get a 4. bring the next number up. How many groups of 5 can I pull out of 43? Well, that's 8. 8 times 5 is 40. We're going to subtract and bring that next number up. Okay. How many groups of 5 can I take out of 32? Well, we can get 6 of them there because that's going to get me up to 30. Well, like we saw before, when we are to the right of the decimal, we're allowed to add our zeros. And we were. The decimal was between, it was right here, all right? So I am to the right of it, so I can add a 0. So I'm going to bring that 2 up. How many groups of 5 can I pull out of 20? 4. All right. There we go. No remainder. I am done. So my winning answer is that 28 and 64 hundredths. So think of it from this standpoint. Long division, it's going to stretch down the page. Whereas in the box method, it's going to stretch to the side. So again, just depends comfort level of your setup. Let's see what else we got going on here. Question number 5. Question 5 is a good one here. Okay, so the thing here is, when I set this up, all right, when I set this up, I don't see a decimal. So that's okay. One of the things that I like to do is I like to get it involved with right away, because I don't want to mess it up later on down the road. So I know I can add a decimal and I can add 2 zeros. I just like to do that because I don't want to forget about it. You can wait till later to see if you need the decimal, or you can just be like, listen, let's just do it right now so it's there, so I don't forget about it. Push that decimal up, and we're ready to divide. Last problem, I rewrote it. If you just want to push the decimal straight up, that's fine. No issues that are there. Let's do some division. How many groups of 4 can I take out of 8? Well, that's 2. So we're going to multiply, subtract, and we're going to bring down the next number. How many groups of 4 can I pull out of 6? Well, that's 1. So 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract, I get a 2. Bring down the next number, which is a 5. How many groups of 4 can I pull out of 25? Well, that's 6 of them. 6 times 4 is 24. We're going to subtract. We're going to bring down the next number. How many groups of 4 can I pull out of 19? 5's too many, so it's going to be a 4 that's there. So I get a 16. All right. Subtract. I get a 3. Bring down my next number. Now, last time when I brought down that first 0, I was done. It worked. It's not here. How many groups of 4 can I take out of 30? Well, I can get 6 of them. No, 7 of them. I can get to 7. 7 times 4 is 28. All right. So I get a 2. Now I bring down my next number. So again, zeros wise, you just keep bringing them down until you finish. And we finish right here. How many groups of 4 can you take out of 20? Well, that's 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So we're done there. So sorry, that was a really bad looking 5 that was there. But yeah, 2,164 and 75 hundredths. Again, if you want box method there, that's fine. You pushed your decimal up, and you would have needed to add 2 zeros onto your boxes to the right. That's there. So spacing is a big deal here. Again, it's an organization thing of what is visually more pleasing to you. Visually, do you like working down that page like that? Or do you like it to where it's going more of a sideways? But hey, people, push that decimal up. If we don't have a decimal, it's a whole number. Add it. Add your zeros, just like we saw with our adding and subtracting for decimals. All right, people. That's it. We'll see you later.